Okay, first question. So I've got a quadratic that we need to put into turning point form. I guess the first thing really is what's turning point form?
Turning point form is just a way that we can really graph a quadratic really easily.
So what would it look like?
It'd be something like this. You'd have x minus h all squared plus k.
What's the h and the k?
The h and the k are the turning point, so you got a graph that looks like that. That's your turning point, and then it gets moved over h and up k.
Alright, okay, so I've got to turn our quadratic into that sort of form. What's our first move?
Well, you have to factorise it to get into that form. You've got the brackets, if you remember from factorising.
And, okay, so quadratics can be factorised. Can that quadratic just be factorised?
Yeah, it can, but the only problem with this one is it's hard to do because it's got a 14 and a 6, and you need two things that multiply together to give 14 that add to give 6.
Alright, so it's not quite in that beautiful form that we like to have, so what do we do?
Well, first thing you got to do is just deal with the x squared plus 6 part, 6x part.
Okay, so factorising that, what's the first step?
Well, we put our brackets down and we want it in that form, so we need a squared up there, put an x in, and then we've got to find another number that when we expand that bracket would give us that.
Okay, so something that when we expand it, times it together, we get a 6x, so I'm guessing that's plus 3.
Yeah, we'll do plus 3 and let's see what we get. So we've got that.
Okay, so let's expand that.
We get x squared plus 6x plus 9.
Great, so there's that x squared plus 6x in a factor, but you got this plus 9, so I guess we've got to get rid of it.
Yeah, correct. So all we have to do is when we write it out, x plus 3 all squared, we just minus a 9 at the end.
And that'll get us back to x squared plus 6x.
That's right, and then all we have to do is add in the extra plus 14, so we're going to get x plus 3 all squared minus 9 plus 14.
Well, even I can do minus 9 plus 14, so what does that end up with?
We get x plus 3 all squared plus 5.
And that's it, we're in turning point form.
We're done.